I mean, I can't see you, so maybe it's also the other kind of hot. Happy Pride. Where are my heterosexuals? Don't pretend you're not here. We're always asking you to shut the hell up, and now I'm asking you to identify yourselves. Right? Don't give it away. We're outnumbered. Yeah, I performed at Pride this year. Before one of the lesser Braxtons. I don't know, there's so many of them I can't keep track. I also don't care. It was an interesting day. I've always been a sensitive little flower when it comes to sunlight and heat. It's not good for my constitution. But my doctor told me that the medication I'm on will make me extra sensitive to it and prone to dehydration. I thought, that's fine. Whatever. So going around Pride, having a good time. It's hot as hell. Friends like, let's go to Cheesecake Factory. I'm like, cliche much? But okay. So we go to the Cheesecake Factory, and a friend decides this is the time to tell us about a surgical procedure that they had recently. And I, again, delicate little flower, can't handle that kind of information. So I started getting a little woozy, and I thought, oh God, this is what the doctor was talking about. But I thought, no, I'll be fine, as my field of vision shrinks to a pinpoint. And I thought, oh my God, if I fall, I'm gonna hit my head on this beautiful marble flooring. And then they'll have to drag me out. That'll be so undignified. And ruin my, who knows what's on this floor. So, you think I'm kidding, that was all going through my head. So I have my partner walk me out to the lobby and lay me out on a bench. And the staff was so unbothered. I'm sure one of them was like, oh God, another queen swooning at the cheesecake case. We need to put carpets around that thing. It's a good time. And then like a fucking idiot, I went back and had a salad. Just a salad for me. Oh my God. So never again. Okay, so that's all that I prefaced that because I wore pants in the summer in a hot room full of questionable people. And so if I collapse, it's not part of the show. Someone send the hottest guy in here up here to help me. You know who you are. Performing at Pride, it was really weird. They told me my set had to be PG, family friendly, which like, way to get censored by your own community, right? It's like Pride brought to you by Fox News. It was weird because the people before me, they had these scantily clad backup dancers and explicit lyrics and people dropping F-bombs, and I thought, well, they asked me, so I'm gonna stick to what I have, my boring censored stuff. And so I did it, and it was fine, whatever. But it's frustrating because I thought, like, well, you didn't tell the crowd they needed to be family friendly. Like, there's guys walking around in the tiniest, I can't even call them underwear. It's like a strip of tape that just kind of covers the hole at the end. And then the back is just completely open. Which like, okay, so these folks can get a tan on their butthole, but usually butthole gets a bigger laugh. Thank you. It's just a fun word, butthole. But I can't tell a joke about this guy getting a tan on his butthole. So it went fine. I mean, some idiot set the stage up next to the fucking train tracks. So about halfway through, a train went by. That was fun. Never been interrupted by a train before, so that's part of my stand-up bingo card. What else do I want to tell you about? So I should have introduced myself. Hi, I'm Roy. People always ask me what that's short for. Exactly, what? What the fuck would that be short for? I asked that once at a show, and some lady right up front went, Royster! What? Judith, that's not a word. Step away from the white Zinfandel. No, it's short for Roy G. Biv. You remember your kindergarten. The colors of the rainbow. God has cute foreshadowing sense of humor. My pronouns are teehee. Ticklish joke. I was the only homo in a Catholic family growing up. Which, yeah, it was weird. I've been with the same guy for 10 years. He is a lucky son of a bitch. He really is. But it's weird because, like, you know, he's been around, he's met my family, God bless him. And there are people in said family who will still introduce him as my friend. I got news for you. Next time somebody does it, I'm going to do that with their wife of 40 years. How's your friend and roommate? Aunt Karen. No, my grandmother, this is great, she once introduced my partner as my traveling companion. Which I guess is 40s code for queer. One of these days I'm going to write something about, like, traveling down under or something to embarrass her when she does it. And it's not just family that doesn't know how to interact. Years ago when I was in a car accident. I'm fine, car wasn't, but I saw a shoe sale and just lost control. The EMT that was checking me over, you know, they ask you questions, make sure like your brain's still working. Usual stuff, what day is it, what year is it, etc. But then he asks me who the head coach of Penn State was. I don't know. And he looks up from his form like, you don't know? I thought, bitch, my car is in pieces. If we're gonna play this game, which Golden Girl was in Wicked on Broadway? Now we both feel like idiots. And yes, it was Rue McClanahan, thank you. What the hell else do I want to talk to you about? Let's look at my list of enemies here. You know, it kind of surprises me that it's still such a pain in the ass to be gay. Some crowds don't get that, and it's fucking awkward. Never watched Will and Grace? Good God. But like, people talking about that we have an agenda. Like, we don't have an agenda. We're not that organized. And if we did, things would be a hell of a lot different. But like, if you're worried about an agenda, what about these people that come knocking at your door in the middle of the day? Have you found Jesus? I didn't know he was missing. Aren't you keeping track of him? I mean, like, when's the last time a lesbian knocked on your door and was like, would you join me in fellowship at the Home Depot? One of these days I'm gonna come to the door, completely naked, and holding like a plunger. And like, well, we don't exchange names, but we're still lubing up if you want to come and ask. Jesus God might be here. So yeah, no more of this agenda stuff. Unless like a gay guy stops you in the street and is like, have you found your G-spot? Just keep it to yourselves. I think I had a light. Did I have a light?
Yeah.
My time is almost up with you people. So maybe I'll tell you one more gay-ass story. I came out while I was on the Disney college program. Which, let me tell you, if you're gonna try out this gay thing, Disney World was the place to do it. There are fairies everywhere. I wish I could say my first time with a boy was romantic, but it was Florida, so it may have been romantic for them. He took me to his place, and we sat on the futon he had in his garage and watched the Golden Girls. Yeah. I don't know what else happened. He leaned in to give me a kiss, and I completely blacked out. He didn't drug me. It was just kind of like, you know, when you're in like a really bad car accident, you can't remember it, like your brain blocks it out. I just woke up and I was moist, so I don't know. It must have been a good time because he never called. But also while I was down there, I went on this date with a very handsome gentleman I found on the internet, as one does, and invites me to this restaurant, and I show up and he's with a group of people. I thought, well, that's odd. He didn't say he was gonna have it. Whatever, it's fine. Less pressure on me. So he's introducing me to these people, his sister's there, his friends, whatever, and his boyfriend, Justin. Mm-hmm. I thought, well, boyfriend, what? And he says, everybody, this is Roy. This is the guy Justin and I are gonna share. I hope you mean appetizers. It was nice though that I've never been someone's birthday gift before. Happy birthday, Justin. But the whole time I'm like, I don't know, I'm like freaking out quietly at this table. I don't know anybody. I don't know what to do with one guy, let alone two. At one point the sister leans over and says, Roy, that's an interesting name. What's that short for? And before I could help myself, I was like, well, it sounds like it's about to be short for destroyed. Happy Pride, everybody!